Okay, here at the Connor Ross ramp, boat ramp, to put my kayak in, and we're going to do a paddle to Cemetery Island, which you can see is a straight shot from this boat ramp. That is Cemetery Island, and the water's down, so it's got a pretty good sized beach. It always has a beach on it, but with the water down, it's going to be even bigger. So we're going to paddle over there, and I'm going to show y'all the historic cemetery that's located on the top, on the ridge right there on Cemetery Island. Oh, it's hot out here today, but it is August in South Carolina. So making my way over to Cemetery Island from the boat ramp. I think I'm about halfway, and for early afternoon on a hot summer day, it's actually pretty calm out here. I thought it might be a lot windier and choppier than this, but the water's actually fairly calm. And there's a handful of boats, but not near as many as I thought for a pretty sunny weekend. It is Sunday, so maybe that's helping. So far so good. We're getting close, and then I'm definitely going for a swim because it is very hot out here today and not much breeze. That's Conneross Creek coming all the way down here. There's Seneca River, goes all the way up to Clemson. They come together right here. And then you've got Cemetery Island right in the middle of those two channels, and then the main channel keeps going south down towards Portman Marina, crosses under I-85. So we're gonna go for that beach. Almost there. Alright, made it to Cemetery Island. There's, you can see this boat ramp straight across from where we came. I gotta figure out the mileage though, but made pretty good time of it. And you can see they've got a nice big beach. There's usually several boats camped out here during the daytime. And then if you make it to this main beach, there's a trail. There's trails up in the woods in several spots right here and over there. It goes up to the ridge, and I'm going to show y'all that so you can find the cemetery if you want to check that out. But first, I'm going to go for a dip in Lake Hartwell because it's very hot out today. There's actually another beach. You can hear there's people down on it. That's actually on the Seneca River side. There's a little cove and a little bitty beach right there with a trail that also comes up to join this main ridge trail. Trail actually starts to climb a little bit, so you got a little bit of a hill to come up. So once you've made it to the high point of Cemetery Island, you know you're making it in the right direction, because up on this ridge and hill all by itself is this old family cemetery belonging to, I believe, the Pickens family that owned all the land around here, probably thousands of acres before there was ever a Lake Hartwell. And I'll show you some of the gravestones. There's Revolutionary War soldiers buried here. So as you can see, it's Pickens Harris family. Maybe I'm related to them somehow. It's just really a historic site that anybody can come to. A lot of times people come and they decorate it, but just please be respectful when you are here. This is a huge family cemetery, and some of the stones are damaged, but they're hundreds of years old. And what always sort of hits me the hardest is how many child-size gravestones there are. We just take for granted how many kids and children and infants people lost a couple hundred years ago. So that always gets to me, but it's a really neat site. It's worth checking out. It's part of our South Carolinian history. So if you're in the upstate or on Lake Hartwell, come check out Cemetery Island. It's been a lot of fun out here this afternoon on Cemetery Island, but it's time to head back. So it's just a straight shot. That is where we are headed, and the car's waiting. So I'm gonna get back on the water and head out. Hope you've liked this video of Cemetery Island via kayak. You can obviously do it by motorized boat as well, but it makes a fun little short day paddle as well. And it's really nice if you actually come on a day when this beach is unoccupied. I got kind of lucky today. All right, happy paddling. Back to the boat ramp. great little paddle and trip to Cemetery Island, and I've had a great first paddle in this Wilderness Systems Aspire 100 10-foot boat. I've made really good time and tracking with the retractable skeg down and deployed. That's been great, especially on the way back. It's been a little windier and a little choppier on the way back, which I guess is no surprise since it's getting to be mid to late afternoon. So a little bit of a headwind. So, but it's doing great so far. You know, for a short paddle, a short lake paddle, not super long. I'm not doing tons of miles today. This has been great. So all done and ready to get off the water. Hope y'all like this video. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, made it back to the boat ramp, but as you can see, it's pretty busy. It's a Sunday afternoon. Everyone's trying to get off the water, so I just wanted to show y'all, if you get to this boat ramp to put in or take out and it's just way too busy to actually use the actual concrete ramp with all the boat activity, and if you don't want to use the floating dock to do a dock entry, especially with the water down, there's always a little bit of a beach right here. Even with the water up, there's usually a sandy beach right here, and then there's a trail right here through the woods up a slight bank to the parking area. So that's what I'm going to use to get back up to my car, because my car is right there. And I really could have just done this to put the kayak in. I just didn't know this was here. So if you can park right here with your canoe or kayak, and then just come down this little trail right here.
you gonna make it on the YouTube channel? Say cheese.
Yeah, look it up. Say this is my crazy uncle
Oh, we're about to become content. Okay.
from Florida.
Oh yeah.
That's Jamie.
You gotta all sign waivers.
Do what?
You gotta sign a waiver.
Well, in that case, I go like this.
They got all kinds
Now I
of
gotta figure out how to blot that out in the video. It's gonna be a fuzzy hand.
Yeah. So don't pay attention to him.
Just put a peace sign emoji over his hand.
Every month.